Okay, guys. I'm just finishing off for the day, and there's a question come in on the Discord, and it's asked twice. So I thought the easiest thing to do is come to camera and explain it. But when you see it, it's one of those questions that I find quite difficult to answer, because to me, my instant reaction is chasing the market, wanting to be in the market more, and chasing a day target. Now, what you've got to remember with targets is they are there or thereabouts. If you've got an idea of 200 quid, fine, you've got all day to get there. But you don't have to do it in one go. And if you don't get there, it doesn't matter. They're just guides. But what they do tell you is when to stop. So if I have a day target and I have it in big letters across my strength sheet, as you see it, 2 trades or 200 quid, you quit. Now, I've been a bit naughty today because I've done a lot because I've been doing work for the guys. But this runs on from a trade idea that we did in the live session. So we're at live, we're talking. I marked out what the Aussie US was going to do. At the time, it was given a small sort of trade, and it gave multiple opportunities to come back into the trade. Or did it? Let's have a look, and I'll show you the question, and then I'll come back. So this was the trade setup. And if I pull in the Discord, we'll understand. Okay? So ask Scruff. Now this one's for Jason. So it's following on from last night, and the conditions will stop you re-entering at the level where it's already paid you. Now, my answer to that was quite simple. If I've been paid, I quit. That simple. I'm not going to chase the market. Because as you mentioned, you've shown that you'll re-enter targets and one thing or another, breach held, daily profit. Right, proximity to news. So let's have a quick look at this. Well, first of all, if it's proximity to news, you definitely stay away from it. If you've been paid on the trade idea that you set out, you stop and you reassess the trade idea. If the trade idea is willing to go again, and then it's a case of score, stop. Why? Because the third time you go to market, inevitably it'll bite you. So these are rules that have come not just because I'm being naughty or anything, because I know the more you're in the markets, the more you're going to get bitten by the market. And if it pays you 5 pips and that's all you get in that day, that's all you get. If you go looking for more and more and more and more, this job ain't for you, and I will certainly not be impressed by it, because your homework and how you apply yourself to a chart is far more important than pressing that button. But if all you want to do is press the button, get yourself down a casino. So that's why I find these sort of questions difficult. Now, what you've got to remember is there's a period of the chart. The initial idea was to come in on this line here, and we started the process here. That's like 9:20 at night. But you'll see the timescales in just a moment, even through today. Now, it went up to trigger just after 10 o'clock. Okay? So it took it about 40 minutes to an hour just to get triggered in. And we'd already assessed that it was going to push up, and it was going to trigger at this point. And then if we were going to scale, we were going to go further up into these green lines. Okay? So this was all done. But the view was to come back to this red line at the bottom, the base of the zone. It ran along there, went straight down. Now, that's at 12:30. Now, say it didn't cash out, it ran back up, came along, and then would have cashed out here. So that's 2 o'clock in the morning. You know, a good 4 hours after you have entered the market. So when you're saying, what about re-entering? Well, the conditions have changed completely. So what you have to do is, it's not a case of I've been cashed, I'm going to re-enter the market. It's a case of I've been paid, I have to reassess the market. There's a big difference between the two. If I reassess it and I'm still happy with the trade, then yes, go back to market. If there's external factors, as was mentioned in the question about news, I would stay away from it. If I've been fully paid, I'll stay away from it. if I've already been into that market twice, I'll stay away from it. Now, let's say we're getting the second bite of the cherry. Well, the second bite of the cherry would be either you're waiting for it to come back here or for it to break this. Now, there are your conditions. You can saddle the price. Breaks through. Where did it stop? The exact level that I've shown them where it was. So again, it stayed there. So let's just assume you did re-enter on the break of this, which is here. You'd have been paid straight away, bounced off and went straight back up. 1, 2, you quit. That's that day done. Because when you start working along through this, it stayed there till 4 o'clock in the morning. That was another few hours. So you would have needed to reassess the market fully. Now, at that point, anything could have happened. Sentiments could have changed. You've got crossovers from one session to the next. You've also got your own personal fatigue. Because in order to achieve that, that's like 4 o'clock in the morning, but it started at 9 o'clock the night before. Now it comes down and say you're coming into a new day and you're reassessing for this morning session down here. Again, break of there, as long as your dominance is to the downside, which it was at the time, you get out at the next level. And look how well it's respected these levels. Now, these are 5-minute charts, and it shows how quickly it bounces along, but also how long it stays there. So it came to there, got to there, went back up at 7 o'clock, and it stayed there till 9:30. So 2.5 hours just to get that section. Can you see where I'm going with this? You can't just go, well, I've been paid, I'm going to re-enter immediately. The markets are not that fair. What they will do is they will test you, they will push you, they will bully you all the time. And all markets do this. Some do it a bit quicker, like the DAX can obviously be a bit quick. But what I'm driving at is, once you're paid, that trade idea is finished. It's done. Now, if you get 5 pips out of it or 105 pips, the trade idea is done. You wait to the top of the next hour, you reassess it, and if you still feel happy, then you make your decision to go again as a new trade idea, not continuing the one you've already got. Now, if you're thinking your trade idea is just, right, it's selling, bang, I'm in, I got 5 pips, oh, amazing. Bang, I've got 5 pips. Oh, amazing. Bang, I'm back in. This is amazing. Oh, hold on a second here. This is 20 pips against me. Score, stop. So there, the principles I look to. Gambling is not in this industry. And the number one thing for gambling is jumping out of one trade straight into the next. And this is worldwide, not at anybody individual. Anybody that's like that, this job ain't for you. It'll kill you, literally. It'll just eat the inside of you, and it'll tear you apart, and it'll just destroy your account. But if you stick to basic principles of one trade idea and take what it's willing to give, not what you're wanting from it. 2 different things. Okay? So there you go. Bit of a stern one from Scruff, but I do have a thing about gambling. So catch you soon, guys.